Well, I don't know if it's going to be Christmas when you're watching this or not, but if it is, Merry Christmas. I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of Greek show and tell. And over the years, I've had students give me some really interesting things, and so I thought it'd be fun to show those. Now, I should say, in doing this, I'm not asking anyone to give me anything, nor I'm not inviting you to send me anything. I just am sharing the joy that has been shared with me and hoping that you enjoy it. Okay, first off, this is a cool Christmas ornament that one of my students made. And you can see that what she has on here, I don't know if this is going to show up, it says the thing that loosed itself. And if you look, it's like an Orwellian sort of scary, futuristic, robotic figure that's cutting its own chords there. And it says on it AMP, that's an aorist little participle. And we have a nice little blessing here on the back from 2 Peter in Greek. Isn't that cool? Isn't that the most amazing Christmas ornament you've ever seen? I am delighted by that. I've had students give me ties. You may know that I use as a memory device the story of oh my, a tie, a Methodist on the tie. Look at that Methodist on the tie. All you John Wesley fans there. John Wesley on the tie. Don't you love that? I wear that in class sometimes, or bring it to class to illustrate that memory device. I also had a student, I think he special ordered this. He took an image of P52, the John Rylands fragment, one of the most important fragments, earliest fragments of the New Testament, the John Rylands fragment, and made a tie of that. It has writing from the Gospel of John on both sides of the fragment. It's also, again, as I mentioned, known as P52, Papyrus 52. And on one side of it, it has verses 31 through 33, or portions of verses 31 through 33 of John chapter 18. And then on the back side, it has portions of verses 37 through 38. It may be, I know there's some debate about the dating of it, but it may be dated as early as like 125 AD, which is so cool. All right, other things. Yes, once in class, I said, wouldn't it be, people were making observations about verses in the Greek New Testament. I said, wouldn't it be exciting if I had like a little red button and we could just slap it and be like, you saw that in the Greek New Testament. Well, look what someone brought me here. Look what someone found. They found a red button that you could program to say what you can record whatever you want.
Yes, you saw that in Greek.
Yep, so you can just have it say whatever you want. My kids had a lot of fun with that when I first brought that home. Here is a set of Greek block letters, like the kind of blocks that little kids play with and build stuff. And this was actually from someone in my church. I've left them in the packaging so they don't get lost and scattered everywhere. But isn't that cool? A set of blocks with Greek letters on it. Don't you love this Greek show and tell? Isn't it fun? Here I had a former Greek student give me a page from the Geneva Bible, a very important early English Bible. And isn't that beautiful? That's a very nice gift. I think he was hoping to pass the class. No, I'm just kidding. He gave this to me after he got out of the class, after he had been assigned his grade. It was a very thoughtful gift, wasn't it? What else do we have here? Oh yes, this is a gift I gave to myself. I mentioned in class one time about using a chameleon as an example for illustrating how participles will take their temporal reference from their context. In other words, like for example, a present participle has no inherent time. It's just talking about imperfective aspect. It's presenting the activity as in progress or without attention to its beginning and ending, and the actual time frame of the present participle is determined contextually. And so it's like a chameleon. You put it on a tree trunk, it turns brown. You put a little chameleon on a leaf, it turns green. And then someone came up to me and showed me that I could buy Huey, the color copying chameleon lamp. Isn't that amazing? Like it has a little optical reader on it. And it copies. And so I bring this to class when I teach about participles, and I go around and I put it on people's arm or on their textbook, and we see how it changes color, right? I think it will even, I don't know how well it will show up, but here we'll put up here, it will illustrate to you. Well, it doesn't show up very well on this video because it's cycling through the different colors, but it doesn't look like it's that visible. But it works pretty well, and it's a great way to illustrate the way that participles take their time from the context around them. Finally, maybe this is the last little thing I'll show here today. I had a student who went to Greece and brought me back essentially what is the game Scrabble in Greek, where you get each player gets a certain number of tiles with letters, and you have to try to make words and get the most points and get rid of all your tiles. And this they brought this with the idea, hey, you can play this with beginning students in Greek class. Of course, the problem is that most beginning students don't know that many words yet, and if you just give them 7 letters, what's the likelihood that they're going to be able to make a word that they've learned from their Greek New Testament vocabulary? Pretty slim, right? However, we have altered the rules and given people a lot more letters to make it so that they can actually build vocabulary words that they know. So we've taken some of these ideas and adapted them to beginning language learners in Greek. I've done that some semesters. So isn't that fun? All the fun things that students have blessed me with over the years, and I'll just wanted to share them with you. So again, if you're watching this at Christmas time, Merry Christmas. If not, maybe Christmas in July. So best wishes.